Let's do this. Let's breathe. Why? Because it's Cancer season, right? You're feeling it. Breath, though, also allows you to slow down, to find the stillness. And within the stillness is God. Within the stillness is healing. There's nurturing being offered here. Some sort of experience with God. To hear God, to understand yourself and your quest, your spiritual quest even more. There's also a rare conjunction going on right now between the moon shape-shifting with the platonic solids, your soul ready to grow. Now the moon is a finger width apart from Mars. Force. So your soul is communicating directly with the application of force. How to apply this to your soul in order to grow through the mind, because Mercury is also joining up to this party. Thank goodness. Because this has to do with your mind's eye and where you house God within you, within your pineal gland here. But in order to do so, there is a throat chakra activation of truth being honored here. And you're doing it because that is your connection to Cancer, being in Cancer season and traveling, going somewhere from the lower world to the upper world, through the center, through your heart. But it's through an Earth star activation. So you took a dip in order to go back up. And this is expanding your electromagnetic energy field. And this is how you manifest. You use this to manifest with, and not only to manifest, the most important part here is to heal yourself and connect with God. Your intuition. Now, this is a key piece of information. Your intuition. Oh, guys, Tofu is here. He wants to come sit up here. He's over here. Look. Tofu, where'd you go? Come here. Biscuit's here too. Your fears can block your intuition. If you stay within the lower world, this can block your intuition. Your intuition is up here because it's being fed within the soul star, which is up here. That's how you're literally staying within the lower world, and your fears can block your intuition. That's why you face your fears. But you're facing your fears with God again too. Just like the last time we met up, we talked about how you're shutting the door on your past with God. You're also telling your truth with God. But this is so deep that you're telling your truth with yourself. This is about seeing yourself. You're creating within to expand without. And this is the law of one. As within, so without. But you're working on the within part. This isn't changing everything without you in order to expand within you. Everything without you has something to communicate to you about how to expand within you. But you're doing that. It's reflecting back to you, but you're doing this within you. You're creating this within you. So you're moving from the lower world with this Earth star activation to push all this all the way up. And this takes your energy through the heart, where the negative and the positive come together through the center gauge, the heart here, and push up with your truth. You're telling your truth with you and God. With you and God. You don't have to call anybody up for this. This is you and God. You're shifting dimensions to your highest timeline. You're shutting the door in the past. To the past. You're going to push all that energy up. And you're going to have a crown chakra activation, because God is going to communicate to you within your third eye. And your third eye is, it's behind your head here. Like, it's behind your head, between, it's right here. Behind your head, okay? You can feel it. You can connect to it. And it connects to your crown and the soul star. This is big because you're expanding. You're literally expanding. You're transforming here with your light. So you're shifting dimensions and you're transforming. You're going to be a whole new person when this is done. This is an opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. This is why you have to face your fears. So you're not following your fears. You're following your intuition, which is up here. There's also a connection to working with animals. Being there for life. Rescuing a dog. But because you feel called, this is part of your purpose. You naturally feel called to this. You naturally feel drawn to animals, or working somewhere within environmentalism, healing this world with all of life in it, all of life included, not just human form. You're working with your feelings, instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, and we talked also about too, healing your guts. Digestion. That's how you're moving this energy up. You have to heal also with your guts. And to heal your guts, you might be called to fast, because what happens when you have food in your tummy here, you have to put energy within your tummy in order to digest it. But when you have no food within your tummy, that energy can move up here, where you house God, your intuition. And it also helps you to balance your mood, believe it or not. Heal your digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, and there's a massive, massive connection to what's going on within the world right now, and healing with the feminine and putting love where there's hate. Even if you think it's not happening, it's happening. Lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, and mother. You may be healing with your mother for sure. That's why we're breathing. Remember, we're breathing because we're feeling it. So just breathe. But this feeling it is all part of the plan. Because you have to know which way you're going. And right now you're going up to connect with the mystery, the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling ghosts, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, and intuition. Mystery, remember, the devil's in the details, God is in the unknown, and we also as a collective are getting comfortable with the unknown. There's a beautiful thing that happens when you flip the script and you stop fearing the unknown. You're able to live within the present moment. You don't need to have anything figured out. You know that you're moving within the present moment. You're able to shift dimensions. You're not just caught somewhere. God will shift you. You'll shift with God. This is so deep in just getting comfortable. There's there's a rightful way to co-create and to expand with your electromagnetic field when you no longer fear the unknown. When you actually get excited to have a date with God and heal with that. And to see how much that these artificial programs want you to have everything all figured out. All your T's crossed, all your I's dotted, to run you, to keep you busy. But this is about slowing down, breathing, taking that breath so you can hear what is being communicated to you. It's authentic. This is heard. This is felt. That's why you have to slow down. Now, the scarab beetle also knows how to use shit, what is toxic, as fuel to get to where it's going. It transmutes it. It burns it off. And the scarab beetle has the sun. What is the sun? Healing with your solar plexus. This is your personal sun within you. And being able to move the energy up past this center to within your heart, where the negative and positive join, to continue to move it up here. And flower, you're going to blossom. You're blossoming here with your light. We're going to get into that within a minute, so stay tuned. Now, Mars is your desires, your impulses, your courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts. Ooh, I want to work out right now. That's exciting me. Thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, will, power, motor, sex drive. Anger, wrath. This is healing from your, again, too, hurting your solar plexus. This is not forcing yourself to do something you're not called to do. You're moving with God in a way right now you feel called to, but this is between you and God and yourself, and being able to be honest with yourself, telling your truth to yourself with God. And as within, so without, something's going to shift for you. Impatience. The best things in life are created naturally. There's a healing with time here, and we're collapsing time, and we're going to be getting into this with our buck moon reading. So stay tuned now. You're sensing. You got to be creating with the proper shapes and patterns in order to do what you're doing. As you let go, you're going to see what's meant for you. There's a connection here to look at how these two birds are tied together. That goes back to that red string of fate that you hear about between twin flames. What's meant for you is meant for you. You're connected to what yourself. Your twin is yourself. So that's why you got to go get in within you and do this work. You're shifting from within to without. You're untwisting it. You're not shifting from without to within. You're shifting from within to without. There's where you honor that surrender within the 12th house, working with Pisces, Neptune, fantasy. Fantasy is part of creation too. It's part of this place. It's part of God. It's part of you. Surrender. Subconscious mind, working with the moon. Your true self. Your habitual self. Your habits. Compassion is activated for all of life here and yourself. This is going to heal the planet more than anything. And thank you to the feminine. Nurturing. Dreams, karma, forgiveness, baggage, trance states, the unseen. Right? This is all about what's unseen. This isn't seen. This is unseen. Healing, spiritual development, guilt, prayer, Akashic records. Healing from guilt to raise your vibration. That's part of letting go of the past. And there's a forgiveness honored for what you experience in the lower world sometimes. As you do this, there's the collapse of time, because you're in manifestation mode now. You're in the present moment. You're not in the past. You're not in the future. You're in the present moment. You're in manifestation mode as you surrender to your fear of intimacy. You're ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. This is what you're going to close the door on in your past. Because your fear of intimacy is not allowing you to fully experience the love that you came here to experience. Remember, this isn't without you. This is within you. This is also healing from your insecurities. Whatever happens when you surrender your fear of intimacy and understand you're ready to let love in within you, with you and God and your truth, something untwists for you. And this is working with Neptune, Pisces, the moon, and more Pisces is expanding from Pisces to Pisces here. To be able to move the energy up and have this third eye activation in what you're doing here with God. What God wants to communicate to you and help you to expand your electromagnetic energy field and heal your life. And timeline shift into your highest timeline. Shift dimensions. That's why they say Pisces is the oldest sign in the zodiac and has 1 foot in this world and 1 foot out, literally, and is connecting with God, living with God, and wants to cross over and be with God. And that is that escapism, you know. You see, they make the jokes that Pisces is always getting drunk to escape this world and just hang out with God. And getting drunk is a 3D tool, but we're not using the 3D anymore. Part of this evolution is doing this from within, and that's healing your solar plexus. Because now let's just say you're gonna go get drunk to feel some sort of way, even smoke pot, eat a whole bunch of food, whatever it is, something you did without you to change the alchemy within you. That's not what this is. That's an old earth. That's an old earth way of being. We're untwisting this and feeling within wholeness, whatever it is that you want to feel, in order to then experience it without you. But this is this thing you have to do now. Work within you. You have to put the work within you, not without you, within you. And that is taking your energy back and untwisting things from the artificial hack of the artificial matrix and being able to give your energy. Look at it act up right now as we're trying to share this message. This is slowing down, being no time, no one, no where, no how. You are a different frequency here because you're allowing your vessel to be a different frequency to contain it. So you have to let go of the past, let go of the future, be within the present moment, let go of your worries. And you're operating off different states of consciousness here. And that's what you need in order to communicate with God. You're expanding your psychic abilities. Feeling and sensing is happening here. Connecting to your desires. Communication. And the Empress with the Page of Inspiration. Now the Page of Inspiration is the Page of Fire. This is the Father communicating. Here's the Father communicating. But look, see how it's happening in her tummy? Look at the connection to her tummy and look at the connection to the animals. We're all one. There's something that's being said to you here. But you have to go within the stillness. You have to slow down and not be feeding from your impulses. This is being forced to slow down in order to hear what you need to hear. And this is happiness. In order to create this happiness that you're trying to co-create, as you alchemize your sadness into happiness, you have achieved something. There's an achievement here that you've experienced within the Garden of Venus that we've been talking about on all of our strings of all of our last messages. And it's how to relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Something now expands within your mind so that you can transmute the dark into the light, and you can have this expansion with your electromagnetic energy field, right? It's very important. I know I keep saying electromagnetic energy field, but this is being able to get more understanding of what is happening here with the connection to within you and without you, how you are literally co-creating here and coming to life. The darkness is allowing you to come to life. This is honoring being whole and not twisting this to a dark and evil space. Untwisting this back to the rightful space of the feminine. Time for rest and intimacy and connection. Connection with God in order to put the energy that you're putting into the artificial matrix without you, and to put it back within you, to restore life within yourself, to restore authenticity within yourself, your true patterns of who you came here to be. And that really is how you are turning your sadness into happiness within the Nine of Cups. All these new things that you're learning how to co-create with your light. And this only happens when you understand the sun and being in alignment. Because you've taken back your power back when you are being authentic to yourself. And that right now is honoring the dark. That's honoring your moodiness. That's honor, like Jekyll and Hyde. You got to honor both parts of yourself, but then you're going to do some work to better your life and better yourself. Better yourself to better your life, to shift dimensions, because you want to be the best version of yourself. And because you've connected to other light, you don't want to hurt life. In fact, many empaths would rather hurt themselves before they hurt the rest of life. And this is healing from self-destruction. And being strong enough now, because God's made you strong enough to be here and do this mission. This is part of you. And expanding your electromagnetic energy field. The toroidal, this is a Taurus, the toroidal field. And that's how you shift dimensions. This is how you shift dimensions. That's why this is so important. The Nine of Wands is also being activated right now because you're picking the feminine. You're picking the feminine and taking time to slow down and to connect to God. To heal from force, to understand yourself. This is your way with the Father, with force, with the masculine. And this happening within, with God, with meditation. You heal from isolation. Something's expanded here of yourself. There's the cosmic egg of transformation. Past, present, and future are one here. You've collapsed time. You are no time. You are no one. You are no thing. You're accessing other states of consciousness so that you can talk to God. And this is moving away from all this hubbub. All this is distraction. All these frequencies are distracting. This is going home to Mother Earth and Father Sky and being with nature to activate natural patterns of yourself. That's going to allow you to heal. And this isn't woohooey shit. This is real life. Anywhere they put a fear on something within the artificial matrix, there's a reason for that. Let's make fun of it and tear it down, right? Make it sound crazy, but all this other shit's going on. Okay, so there's a recharge with the masculine, with the fire, with the Father, with Mars. And a solution now can be found within what? The mind. In order to what? Heal from competitiveness, the solar plexus. To restore your passions with what? The mother, the negative, by sensing, the negative tetrahedron. So you gotta feel some negative shit sometimes. You gotta heal with that and not react to it. Respond with love, because this is a part of you. Your passions are a part of you. Stop feeling bad about it. Honor it. Rock it. Love it. And what brought you down, going down, allowed you to come back up with more strength, feeling more dignified. And there's a crown chakra activation. But if you're even just like feeling shitty that you had to fall to get back up, you got to heal some more. You got to find some more faith and not romanticize your path, and know that you had to have these tower moments, that these tower moments have been a part of you. And why? These tower moments are allowing you to know God at a deeper level. Because what? In order to shift dimensions, you have to understand our dead drink the sea. Please go deep on that. Go as deep as you need to. Our dead drink the sea. This is the card of judgment, is the card of shifting dimensions. Sensing within the water. Okay? Because our dead drink the sea. This is all part of the plan. Going down to go up to blossom. You're blossoming out here. This is blossoming. Okay? Out your crown. You're blossoming. Because what? You had some earth, you had a little bit of earth magic. And this earth magic, your earth codes and having this earth star activation has allowed you to restore balance within the two of earth. You've seen what you need to see. You having brain and heart coherence. You've connected your mind to your heart and expanding by what? Joining the negative to the positive and being honest about it. This allows you to birth consciousness and open the box. You shift dimensions. Opening the box is shifting dimensions. You got the elements in order. You've alchemized sadness and turned it into happiness. And there's an activation of birds of a feather. And remember, your twin is you. But you're not focusing on without. You're focusing within. With the mind's eye and God. And you're hearing something. And it allows you to let go of the past and move forward with the future and have new possibilities. And that's what you want with God. You want new possibilities. That's what you're doing all this work for. And something that's unseen is seen. This is the Ace of Swords in reverse. But this is part of your path, because the path of your destiny is the path that you didn't know you were taking. So this is now no longer reversed. Something is seen here of new possibilities that's connected to these birds of a feather. Just want to hear that song right now by Billie Eilish. Birds of a feather, we flock together. And guys, that's why I don't sing, not even in the shower, because you come out of the shower and you realize your mom didn't tell you your friends were over, and your friends are laughing so hard at your singing capabilities that one of them is on the floor, beat red, laughing his face off, cannot ever deny that they were laughing at your singing. Well, the other one's pretending that it was great. That never happened to me, guys, not me. Okay, that's a friend of a friend. Okay, the Emperor. No, don't look, guys. Ooh. No lying. We gotta go. We're going with our truth. Not even fairy tales around here. We better be keeping it straight. Okay, it's the time we're in. Okay. This is literally the activation now of the Emperor, which is the structured light, order. Look, you need order with your light now. In order, you need to build with your light in it, with the divine order. And something expands quickly here. The 8 of Wands and 9 of Wands connection. Let's see what it is. Going straight to this oracle. Don't use it very often, but it's time. Journey to the miraculous. New opportunities await you. And you can see the connection between that card and coming to life. Balancing polarities. There it is. Compassion and determination. Look at. And there's Jupiter helping you to create space. Okay? To create space for all of it. So you can blossom. Look. Okay. You're moving your energy up the spine. You're right. You're having your third eye activation, right? Because you got your guts in order, your solar plexus in order. Now you're blossoming from your crown. Why are we joining up today? Because of what's happening within the sky. And like, I find it funny, 2-finger widths apart. Like, there's as much symbolism as there can be for what we're talking about here today. And here, the animals, look, the animals are saying, look, there's a connection. And this reminds me so much to our last message that you can find in the link in the description or at the channel of doing this ego sublimation work, like of being able to leave the artificial hacks of the artificial matrix and go back home to God and be with Mother Earth and Father Sky and do your work that you came here to do with the rest of life. This is the rest of life is showing you the door. This is connected to the 7-7 portal. And what you're manifesting with Lionsgate. Awakening Gaia and her gentle souls, transformative and radiate love. And there you are, look, shape-shifting with the moons, everything we talked about. Transforming with all of life. Your authenticity. What you said you'd come here to do. To restore life here and uplift it for the rest of the planet. Through yourself. And it is frequency. It is true frequency and shape-shifting and what you came here to co-create through yourself. All right, guys. Much love. Until next time, we are going to expand off of these messages that we have just received even further, because I know that there are goodies within here. Oh, a unique perspective that's yours through your truth, with your truth. Your unique perspective is needed in order for you to do what you came here to do. That's it. That's the gift of this. All right, much love. Until next time, you know I am sending it to you, those good healing vibes. I can't wait. I'll see you then.